In the past few weeks, the use of artificial intelligence for side hustles and money-making methods has spiked. One of the main tools was Midjourney, but recently Midjourney has moved to a paid plan only and is no longer free to the public. So, people are now looking for new artificial intelligence that can deliver similar results. And after searching a lot, I think I may have found exactly what we're looking for. Introducing leonardo.ai. This AI has recently been updated and has the capabilities to compete with Midjourney, and the best part is, you don't require permission to use your images commercially. Of course, Midjourney will always be a first choice. But if you're low on budget and you're just starting out, this is definitely something to check out. In this video, I'll go through the features of Leonardo by creating a consistent-looking human character. Firstly, I'll show you how you can get access to Leonardo. Go to leonardo.ai, and then at the top right click on Get Early Access and input your email. You'll be redirected to a thank you page where you'll be asked to join their Discord server. Now, you don't necessarily need a Discord account, so you can skip this step by simply going to the second link in the description. Now you'll have to go back to their website and then on the top right, click on Launch App, and then yes, I'm whitelisted. You'll then be redirected to the Leonardo homepage. Here you'll be able to look at past creations that were made using Leonardo. All of these are super high quality, and most of them are much better than what you'd be able to get with Midjourney. What I really like about this is, you can see the prompt and all the settings that were used to generate this exact image. My favorite part about Leonardo is that if you look on their Discord server and head to their frequently asked questions channel, you can find that you are free to use their images commercially free of charge. This is a complete game changer, especially when comparing this to Midjourney, which requires a $10 monthly plan in order to gain commercial rights to the images you generate. Leonardo uses token-based system where you get 150 tokens that reset every 24 hours, which is plenty. Now let's look at the features when it comes to generating the image itself. Head to AI Generation Tool. This page has tons of things to look at. Firstly, here in this box, you can write your prompt. The more detailed the prompt is, the more accurate the result will be. Here on the left side, you have a few interesting options, some of which don't come with Midjourney's free plan. Here, you'll be able to pick the number of images that you want to generate with each prompt. The default is set to 4. And I believe that that's the ideal number for most purposes. Next, you have the image dimensions. Note that Leonardo has been trained on the bidimension, and therefore you will see better results using that. Next, you have the guidance scale. This is basically how strongly your prompt is weighted. After that, you have the tiling option. This is really useful if you're creating patterns or backgrounds or something that's repeating. Lastly, we have two options, image to image and image prompt. These are pretty straightforward. The first option, image to image, will generate a new image using an image that you upload. With the next option, Leonardo will do its best to figure out what prompt would give a similar image to the one that you have uploaded. These features are extremely helpful and have convinced me that this is a more effective and much better alternative to Midjourney. Now let's put these features into practice and I will show you how to create an image. Start writing your prompt here. To save your tokens, create 2 images at a time instead of 4. For the settings, I used a custom model. You can get that by clicking on this button, then select Custom Model Platform Models, and then scrolling down until you find your required model. Now click on Generate and wait. It will take a few seconds to create the image. Looks pretty good. Let's create another one. This time I will use some other model. That's great. So this is how you can use Leonardo as a Midjourney's free alternative. If you found this video helpful and are planning on using Leonardo instead of Midjourney, please let me know in the comments down below. Hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more content just like this.